Hello, it's Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Time here in chilly Markham, Ontario, Canada. I am excited to be here. I feel like I'm really low today. Let me see whether I can kind of raise myself up. I don't know. Anyway, you're getting a lot of my ceiling and a little bit of my head. But whoever can join in, I love visiting with you and chatting with you on Tuesday at 2. So we've been on a roll, just connecting every Tuesday. I love to share some stamping, share what's going on in the Stampin' for Fun world, what's going on in the Stampin' Up world. So I love to share it. So if you can join me live, that's wonderful. If you're watching the recording, it's wonderful. If you're able to get on and comment live, I love it. Oh, great. Joy and Maureen are on. Hello. So next week, before I forget, next week I will not be on because it's March break. I'll be busy with the kids and the family and all that good stuff. So I hope you'll understand that I will not be getting on next week with spring break with the kids. I'm just going to kind of try to take a little break from technology and focus on some family time. So we're going to make the most of this week since I won't be on next week on Tuesday at 2. But I have a lot to share with you guys. So if you're new to Tuesday at 2, just know that generally I try to get on Tuesdays each week, although I just mentioned next week I won't be doing it because of March break for the kids, but generally on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I hop on. And I just usually share a stamping project. I usually share some announcements of what's going on. Let people know who won the drawing from last week. So you'll be entered in a drawing just simply by commenting on my video. If you can comment, let me know if you have any questions or if you're enjoying it or anything. Just saying hello. It's a great way to just comment and have engagement, which is what I'm trying to do. I love to connect with you. So if you comment, you're entered in a drawing, and if you share my stamping video, you're also entered into another drawing just for fun little prizes. Unfortunately, I don't give away big screen TVs or trips to Maui or anything like that. This isn't Wheel of Fortune or whatever, but hopefully it'll still be some little happy mail that you can receive. So don't be afraid to comment and share. So last week's winners, we had Diane Evans and Debbie Slowenwhite. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Debbie, I have your address because I think you won before, so I will get your little prize from last week into the mail for you. But Diane, I don't think I have your address. So Diane, if you can message me your address, that would be great, and I'll get last week's prize out to you. It's just a few little candy embellishments. Okay, so what's happening in the Stampin' for Fun world? How's everybody out there? I see we've got Judy joining in, Christine. I don't know what the weather's like out there, if you guys are keeping warm, so just let me know. Comment where you're from, how the weather is, whether spring has hit you yet or not. It's not very springy over here in Markham, that's for sure. So a few announcements. One is the Cards for Kenya fundraiser. So we are going to make 8 cards, 4 different designs, 2 of each design. The cost is only $35, and it includes all the supplies, and $15 of that registration fee goes directly to missions work in Kenya. I have a friend who's an optometrist, and she's going with a medical team down there, so they're trying to raise some money. So if you are able to participate in the fundraiser, it would be great. All you have to do is go to Eventbrite, and the website is cardsforkenya.eventbrite.ca. So if you can register, you can either register to attend the event in Markham, or you can still register if you can't come, and we will make the cards for you and send them to you, or get them to you. So just as a thank you for your support. So you can still get the beautiful completed cards even if you can't come and still support the cause. Hi Bev, hi Mary, great to see you guys on. So just a reminder, the deadline for registering I believe is March the 17th, just to kind of get everything organized. So that's fast coming up. Cards for Kenya. If you can come out, it would be wonderful. If you can support it just by taking a kit to go, that would be wonderful too. Okay, so the website for that is cardsforkenya.eventbrite.ca. Okay, other announcements. I wanted to tell you about the Facebook party. Okay, see, the reason why I'm looking away is because I kind of pile everything on my desk to remind me what to talk about. In my Stampin' for Fun with Jen Facebook group, so I know it's confusing a bit on Facebook, but what we're watching is on my Facebook page. But there's actually a group. You can find it on the page. I think there's a little link to it. It's called Stampin' for Fun with Jen, and it's a closed group. In that group, I'm going to be holding a Facebook party on, I believe, March the 21st. So if you're already in my group, I've already invited you. If you're not a part of the group, just request to join, because you don't want to miss the Facebook party. It's kind of almost a last few days of celebration kind of party. There'll be some giveaways, there'll be prizes, there'll be stamping inspiration, there'll be party perks that you can take advantage of. So that's only happening in my Facebook group. So make sure to request to join my Facebook group so you don't miss being a part of that party. And don't worry if you can't tune in live for the party. I believe it's at I should have looked it up before, but anyway, it's all there in my group. If you can't watch it live, don't worry, you can still participate in the party afterwards just by watching the videos and things that I'll post. It'll all be organized and numbered so you can watch it in order when you have the chance. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to flip over my camera because there's more announcements I want to share with you, but it's just easier if you see everything because it's a lot of product, and I know when I hold it up like this sometimes the things are backwards or it's not so easy to see. So what I'll do is I'll get my camera onto the mount and I'll show it to you on the page. Just oh good, Rana joined in. People are still joining in. Don't forget, when you comment you're entered into a drawing, and when you share the video you're entered in a drawing. So I would love to just share the stamping happiness. Okay, let me flip it over and I'll show you a few more things. Okay, I always get nervous flipping it over, but hopefully you can see everything down here. Okay, a few announcements I wanted to give you is that there are some products that are available for sale, and only while supplies last, and only for March. So whichever comes first, either they run out or March is over and they're gone. So let me show you some of these items. I believe these are $37 Canadian, these framelits. This is called the Call Me Cupcake framelits, and they are meant to coordinate with the Hello Cupcake stamp set. So this stamp set is only available free when you place an order with Stampin' Up, and you can get a free gift. So this is one of the free gifts. Your order just has to be a minimum of 60, and you can choose this freebie. There's a lot of freebies to choose from. This is just one of them. So if you have already taken advantage and have this stamp set, you should definitely consider purchasing these framelits that match. See how it'll cut out the top, the bottom, and there's all these little extra elements that are not even in the stamp set. You've got the cake stand, the cake cover, so many different ways to use these framelits. So that's one of the things available for purchase right now, and it's meant to coordinate with this celebration freebie. But we've also got my favorite celebration item, the So Hoppy Together. This cute little stamp set is free with your minimum $60 order. All you have to do is head to my online store. Just go to genevieve.stampinup.net, hit shop now, and as long as your order is $60 or more, you can choose this as your freebie. Or you could choose this. There's so many options. But anyway, this one's my favorite, the So Hoppy Together, because it's almost like a cheeky little frog here. Isn't he so cute? What do you think about the frog? And what cracks me up, I don't know if you can see, normally I don't think of flies as very cute, but these are cute flies if I ever saw any. So anyway, these stamp sets will be gone when Celebration's gone, which is the end of March, but you can purchase the hop around framelit dies, which coordinate with the stamp set. Okay, these are now available for purchase. I believe they're $37 Canadian. So don't miss out on any of these. And then there's the Lasting Lily stamp set, free with a $120 order. And there are also framelits that match. I cannot find my framelits. I'm actually concerned I lost them, or perhaps I did not order them. I don't know. I was looking everywhere before this video and I couldn't find it. But there are framelits available to purchase that match with these gorgeous lilies. So make sure that you take advantage of that before it's gone. And then the stamp set that we are going to use today is the Painted Season stamp set. This is only available in a bundle. You can get this with a package of coordinating designer series paper. You get it absolutely free with your $120 order. So, but you can purchase the coordinating framelits to go along with it. So I think I may have shown you in a previous Facebook Live, but here is a card that I made using the Painted Season stamp set. I actually even used the rock and roll technique. I don't know if you can kind of see the two colors on the succulent flower. So there's the lemon lime twist and the pool party in there. So that is that stamp set. But it's so nice to have been able to cut it out. See, it just cuts out great with the framelits, and the framelits are available for purchase right now. Is that making sense? Let me know what you think. Sometimes it's a bit confusing. What's free? What do you buy? All that sort of thing. So let me know. Oh, good. Maureen shared the video. Thanks, Maureen, for sharing the video. When everything's quiet for a while, I'm always worried that like internet has cut out and I'm talking to myself. So go ahead and keep commenting. This is a great way for us to interact and visit as well. So this card actually also shows off another Celebration item. Celebration only happens once a year. This is the very last month to take advantage of Celebration, and this beautiful embossing folder, it's called Country Floral, is a freebie. So all you have to do is place a $60 order and you can choose this embossing folder. Okay, the other item available for purchase is, oh, I know, I'm going to stamp with the Painted Seas. I just saw Joy comment about the set being beautiful. We're going to stamp with this set today. One other item I want to show you that is available for purchase is the Story Label Punch. Okay, so that actually, I love label punches, but this is a great size. So many different things fit inside this label. So you can kind of see the size there, and you can see the shape. I love it. Again, as far as I know, I mean, Stampin' Up! Can change their mind anytime, but as far as I know, this is just available for March or while supplies last. But I really hope they carry it over because I really, really love this punch. But you don't want to take your chances. Make sure you purchase it as soon as you can, because when supplies are gone, they are gone. So all you have to do to shop is just go to genevieve.stampinup.net. If you want to use this host code, great idea, because this month for March, any orders $40 or more on my online store will get 4 little make and take supplies to create some spring treat packaging. So make sure to use that. Okay, let's do some stamping. I am actually going to stamp a card that we made at Technique class yesterday. So for those of you that have never been to my Technique class or are not familiar, Technique class is the class where I do kind of fancier techniques. The cards are a little more involved. There's just more going on. And so I just loved this card. I loved all the cards we made last night. I was so happy. And so I just want to share it one more time. I shared it with my club girls twice yesterday, or my technique girls that came out. But I really wanted to share it with you today. And I am going to make a change in my technique class so that those of you that are long distance can better participate. One thing that I'm going to do, I feel like it's very boring to look at this mint macron paper. Sorry, but anyway, you can hear me hopefully. One change that I'm going to make is anyone who is a part of my club, my Stampers Club. Let me see whether I can find a little card for it. Anyway, my Stampers Club, most of the girls come to technique class who are part of my club. And all their commitment is to be a club member. They don't have to pay me a membership fee. They just basically agree to order a minimum of $30 each month for 10 months. So it's a great way to kind of gradually build up your supplies. And then part of your membership includes attending a class a month. So, with my technique class, a lot of girls attend that class, but even if you're long distance and you can't attend, I will still send you the card pieces. So this is the card I'm going to stamp for you today, and it's one of the cards we made last night. Can you see the shine? So this is just one. Normally we make 3 projects, and so if you're a long distance Stampin' for Fun Club member, I would just send you the pieces, and the new change I'm going to make is I will send instructions. So I'm going to make tutorials for all my club cards now, all my technique cards. I didn't do that before. I would just kind of send pictures, but I think it's more useful for those of you that are long distance to actually get a written tutorial and the pieces mailed to you. So if you want to be a Stampin' for Fun Club member, just let me know. Okay, so let's do some stamping. I'll show you how I made this card. This card was initially, the colors were inspired by my friend Kylie Bertucci. She made a card and I loved the colors, so I went with it, and I just changed it up a bit to just make it a little fancier, I thought. So I'm using a mint macron piece of cardstock, and we'll just fold it in half. Okay, so this is very basic, an 8.5 by 11 cardstock. You just cut it in half, and then you fold it in half. And then we'll just put that aside for now. This piece of cardstock is Whisper White, and it is 4 inches by 5.25 inches. Oh, great. Yes, if you're still joining in, don't be afraid to comment and share the video because you'll be entered into drawings. I have 2 drawings, so don't be afraid to comment, and it's a great way for me to know that you're on and answer any questions. So with the Whisper White cardstock, I then took another piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this piece of cardstock is 2 3/4 by 4 inches. Okay, 2 3/4 by 4 inches. And so what I'm going to do is just, where's my snail? I took it out. Here we go. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of snail, not too much, to stick this piece kind of in the center. Okay, best I can. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. I should try to remember to bring my glasses when I do Tuesday at 2. Okay, so can you see? I just kind of layered that on top. And now we're going to do some stamping with the beautiful Painted Season stamp set. Okay, so this is a gorgeous stamp set. I've already pre-mounted the stamps on here. So why don't I start with the large floral image. We'll start with this large floral image, and we will do it with the Blushing Bride. Okay. Ta-da. And again, it's almost like we're creating our own designer series paper. We're just gonna stamp it straight down and straight up. Now, because we have that extra layer of paper, I do push a little bit in the middle. Now, don't worry, you are going to get this kind of funny white border on the edges. That is totally fine, totally normal, okay? Don't worry about it. I love this stamp set. The flowers are so beautiful and so distinctive. Almost like realistic, right? Okay, so that's the Blushing Bride. And then let's do the succulent flower. We're going to do that in Highland Heather. So let me close this up. This is the best way to not get your ink pads all messed up, is to close it as soon as you're done and then open the next one. Okay, so we're going to do the Highland Heather. And then again, we'll just, you know, stamp it randomly around on the card. Maybe I'll put, I don't know, I'll put one down here. Okay, there's so many beautiful images in this stamp set. And then maybe we'll go to the Smoky Slate. So see how I closed the ink pad and now doing the other ink pad. Okay, and then we'll use sort of this fern image here and stamp that. Okay. So it's like we're creating our own DSP. It's kind of fun. There's so many nice images in this set. It's kind of fun to use them all, right? Okay, and then close it up, and then we're going to use our mint macaron and do this sort of, I don't know what this is. What would you call this? I don't know. I don't want to call it a weed, but it kind of looks like a weed. Okay, so we're going to, maybe we'll just call it little petals. We'll put some of these little petals in here. See how it just adds some color. So beautiful. The stamp set and the ink colors are doing it all. What do you think about this color combination, by the way? Nobody's been commenting in a while, so let me know. What do you think of this? Oh, whoa, whoa. What do you think of this color combination? We've got the Highland Heather, Blushing Bride, Mint Macaron, Smoky Slate. I just love it. It's just soft and pretty. Soft and pretty. Very girly, I think. And then this one is sort of like little dots, just little dots. We'll just kind of put that all over and dress it up. Maybe one more here. Okay, so there you go. So that's the stamping done. And I'm going to now, because we just only put a little bit of snail, it should be able to be lifted up, okay? And so now I can put more snail. This is a technique, but I don't know what the name of it is. I should look it up. You can actually, I'm just doing one layer, but there's no reason you couldn't do multiple layers on top of each other. Whoa, this way. There you go, see? Isn't that nice? Okay, so I can't remember what this technique is called. I'm just doing one layer, but isn't that great? And the colors make me so happy. Everything's matching up here. So see what I mean? It didn't matter that I sort of had that white, you know, that kind of white piece there, because when you put the layer on, totally fine, not a problem, right? So we'll stick that on. Okay, now here is the very exciting part. In case you didn't know, I think some of you may, if you're avid stampers, you probably already know how to make this shimmery shine, but I'm going to tell you how I made it. Oh, see, I didn't carefully check my bin. I had class last night, and I had everything out, and now I don't know where it is, what I'm looking for. Okay, here. Continue to look at this beautiful card while I look for the other pieces here. But let me show you how I did it. I don't know where it is. I had already created a spritzer that will spritz the shimmer and shine. Can you see that? So I'll show you how I did it if I can find it. Well, okay. You guys are going to get to see me create it just by using a spritzing tool. So all I did, we sell these spritzer tools. Okay, and so this is an empty one, and what I do is I take, I'm sure I'm going to turn around and find this spritzer somewhere, because I already have one all set up. We used it last night, we refilled it a few times. Anyway, what I'm using here is our Frost White Shimmer Paint, and I believe that this is still available, carried over from the holiday catalog, and all you have to do is drop, like, it doesn't really flow really easily, it's more globby, so you're just gonna kind of glob, maybe about like 4 globs. I know that's a very scientific stamping term, everyone. It's called pouring your shimmer paint into your spritzer. So it was about 4 globs, and then I'm just using this rubbing alcohol. I think it's called rubbing alcohol, yes. And so mine is 70%. I don't know if there's a difference. Oh, I bet I know where my spritzer is. Okay, I have a feeling it might be in the box. So when I do spritzing, first of all, okay, let's make up our little formulation. Clear everything away. I don't want alcohol in my ink pads. Just move everything away. And then we'll pour this in. Fantastic. No glasses. Let's see how it's going to go. and we're going to try to fill it up into our little spritzer. The spritzers are a great value. They're only about, I feel like they're $4 for 2 of them. So you don't only use shimmer paint in here. There's no reason why you couldn't put re-inker in here and spritz different colors. But I put the shimmer paint, and then you just kind of shake it, you know, kind of go back and forth on it, and you'll see it gets kind of cloudy inside. That's the shimmer paint. But there's no reason you couldn't use re-inker as well. Okay, so now I've made up my spritzer, and what I use is this box. See? I knew it was in the box. That's why I couldn't find it. Here it is. This is my one from last night, so now I have 2 made up. So I just use a Stampin' Up box. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a Stampin' Up box. There's nothing fancy about it. Maybe I can turn this thing over so you can see it better. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Does it work if I go like this? Okay, let's see. Can you see? It's just a little box. And then I'll take the card and put it in here. Okay, so I just kind of lean it up on the box, just like that. See how I kind of leaned it up against the box? And then you just take the spritzer and then you spritz. Now, the reason why the box is very important is because you think you're aiming straight and it never goes straight. So as you can, I don't know if you can see all the shimmer in the box, because you really think you're aiming right at the card, but for some reason, it never really goes that way. Okay, so I just have this, and you just spray at a distance. See? Not too close. That's it. That's all you need, just a few sprays. And then, I don't know, can you see it? I don't know if you can see the shine. It's hard to show on the camera. Okay, let me move this box out of the way. And now it smells like a lab in here. You know when you get your blood drawn, the alcohol? Let's see. There, I think you can kind of see it. So fun, so fun. It just dresses it right up. Okay, and so I'm just going to use the mint macaron twine that's part of the nature twine something or another. And that is where I got this mint macaron twine from. I was thinking, I need mint colored ribbon. Do we have any? And then I remembered it comes in, I think, a 3-pack. You get the Grapefruit Grove, you get the mint, and I think you get the Blackberry Bliss or Fresh Fig. Okay, so I'm just wrapping the twine around. Now the rest of the card is really easy to finish. I kind of had to let the reason why I used alcohol instead of water is because the alcohol dries faster. So it's less likely to make the ink and everything bleed. You could use water, I think, but I don't know. Water is just water. It just makes everything wet. So I find the putting alcohol in the spritzer works better. Okay, so I'm just using Scotch tape here to put the twine on. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Karen. Okay, good. So there you go. Okay, let me see. I've got this all. I was trying to show you guys the box, and I think it twisted around funny. Okay, so here we go. There's that, and then we'll just put it onto our card base. That's it. And then you can put whatever sentiment you want. I love to use the itty bitty greetings. It's got every single greeting you would ever really want to wish somebody, and it's just the right size. Let me show you the itty bitty greeting set. Okay, see how there's so many different sayings? You've even got something, happy anniversary, happy graduation, so many things you could do. Happy birthday. I'll make this one a thank you card, so I'll just have with gratitude. And then I'll just use a little scrap of Whisper white paper here. And we can use the smoky slate. I think that would be nice. And we'll finish off the card. What do you guys think? I was so happy with this card. So again, if you are interested in learning new techniques every month, make sure to remember my technique class and think about being a Stampin' for Fun club member, because then you'll get the instructions every month for the 3 projects that we make in technique class, and you'll get the make and take pieces. Okay, so we'll just do the with gratitude. See if we can center it. I'm using the classic label punch here. Okay, and it just goes like that. Okay, so I'm using the mini dimensionals. So did you know we have dimensionals in 2 sizes? So for the small things, like this little classic label, the mini dimensionals seem perfect. Okay, and then of course to add a little bling, I'm using the Share What You Love artisan pearls there. Oh, I'm glad you like the card, Christine. Thank you. So here's these pearls, and then maybe I'll use the little pink ones. I think they put this protective cover on because sometimes in transport the pearls go all over the place. Okay, so we'll use these pretty pink ones. Kind of goes with the Blushing Bride. Okay, so that is the project for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Kylie, for giving me the color idea and the combo there. And then I just decided to jazz it up with the extra layer and the spritzing. So, okay, have fun with that, guys. Don't forget, if there's anything you want to order, you certainly can just by heading to genevieve.stampinup.net. Just hit the Shop Now button and use this host code VRRFWRJD. So that is the host code for March. And any orders $40 or more will get you the for make and take supplies for spring projects. Okay, spring treat packets. I don't have a picture of them because, anyway, I'll put a picture later. I think I showed them last week. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Bev. Okay, so that was fun to share with you guys. Let me flip it around so that I can say a proper goodbye. And let me flip this around. Okay, I know, I'm sorry, my technology is not very smooth and fancy, but this way I can say a proper goodbye, and thank you guys for joining in on the video Tuesday at 2, Facebook Live. And so don't forget, even if you're watching the recording later, you can still comment, you can still share the video, and this way I get to share my stamping happiness. Thank you for enjoying stamping with me, and those of you who do comment and share, I'll enter you in the drawing, and let me know if you want to register for upcoming classes or learn more about my Stampers Club. Thanks, guys. Bye.